Well, it's D-Day, isn't it? Rationing began on the 8th of January 1940, and that is today, and that is my birthday. So I thought I would start rationing off for a full year on January the 9th. I've done this before many years ago. It did improve my health and really gave me an insight into how people had to cope on limited foodstuffs, how we can get by living simply and on less. I think with the cost of living, everything that's going on, the uncertainty that we have at the moment, and the only wage earner, it's prudent. I've not been good this past year. I've spent some of my emergency fund on a computer and some other bits and pieces. I did need to do that. It's part of it's how I earn my money. So it was something I did have to invest in. But ultimately I feel a little bit insecure because my rainy day fund isn't huge anymore. It wasn't huge to begin with, but you know what I mean. Also, yeah, being the only wage earner, I want to add to that, add a bit of security. Also, I don't know how. I do know how. I eat too much food, but it's the processed food. I've just eaten too much, put on so much weight. It's affecting my health. I can't bear it any longer. It's made me feel actually quite depressed. So I want to begin this year. I want to start again. I want to reset. Obviously, I'm passionate about the 1940s with regards to the home front kitchen in 1940s. Anything to do with food I'm passionate about, but especially from that time period. I think it was amazing how people had to get through that period of time. And I like to spend little and make do. So I just think it's actually the best time is to do this now. Do a year of it, stick with it for a year, get healthy, spend as little as possible. Make do and mend, basically. So yeah, good luck everybody. 40s cupboard up again, as you can see. I've gone for oats in my points. So there's 1 week's worth of oats there, but I've actually spent 6 of my 16 points. So I've got £3 of oats for the month. That's my 2 ounces of tea for the week. This is for 2 months, I believe. It was actually, I made it 2 years ago. I've still got some left. There is my sugar for the week. This is for the whole month. I've got a mixture there of lentils and pulses for stew. And they're sort of my sultanas for the month. And then my baked beans for the month. I've spent 2 points on each of those cans. Coming over to the right hand side. Coming over to the right hand side. This is what I'm using instead of my meat ration for the week. And what I've got there is a soya mince. So it means I can make some of the recipes that require minced meat. But it's plant-based because I'm vegan, so I don't eat meat, yeah? And there are some of my bits and pieces there. Bird's custard, Marmite, of course, loose leaf tea, golden syrup, Bisto. Yeah, and what I've also done, I've put them up there so I can then reference that. And then I've got some conversion from kilos to grams to pounds, imperial, metric, you name it. So I've got these as well. I've got these butternut squashes I've had for ages, so I'm going to try and use them up. I've got some Cox's apples and I've got some onions left over and a bit of garlic left over. So yeah, got those as well. Obviously I've picked up lots of other veg and some salads and things. But of course, the main thing this year is that I'm going to have to put in a victory garden. I didn't really do much last year. So I don't know if you can see this bit here to the left. It doesn't get full sun, but I think I'm going to plant that up with some veg. Right down the bottom, right near the bottom wall, I put in potatoes before. So I've got to put in something different there this year. And then I've got a little bit, I've got herbs right in front of me, right in front of the desk there near the bushes. I've got a gooseberry bush on the right where the rabbit run is, or the guinea pig run, and then I'm probably because working full time and everything, it's very, very difficult. It's quite time consuming doing a garden, but I hope to get in some other bits and pieces. So definitely this year there's going to be a victory garden. And what I also meant to say is that throughout the experiment I'm going to keep an observation diary. So obviously on my blog I will be recreating lots of new recipes, revisiting old ones, but also I'm going to keep my thoughts and feelings in my journals. I've got lots of them, so I'm going to write about those. Basically it's a thought diary, so it's just going to be put in without much thought to it, but my thoughts as they are, the feelings, I mean the emotions, what the struggles, the fun, just a bit of everything really. It's a life diary really. What else? Oh yeah, so I did a weigh-in as well. Oh, that wasn't good. £299. I've not been that heavy for quite a long time. So obviously I'm hoping that by sticking to a simple nutritious diet without all the processed crap that I've been eating, that I feel much healthier after the year. As soon as I get rid of my back pain, so as soon as I've dropped about 20 pounds, I'll be starting to walk again, which is obviously what a lot of people did much more of than many of us today. Now I absolutely love walking. It energizes my soul. Mentally it's good for me. So I think with having put weight on recently, and it's been really difficult for me to actually walk without a lot of pain, and I can only walk short distances. It's impacted me hugely, which is crazy. I don't know why I've done that to myself. So with losing some weight and getting healthier, it's going to make me feel a lot better mentally as well, I think. So that's really important to me. One thing I'm doing that I've never ever done before as well is I am going to sign up for some therapy, and I am signed up at the nurse at the GP's, so I'm going to have regular weigh-ins with the nurse, and obviously having some therapy as well is going to be really helpful, because I know how to eat healthily. I'm a 57 today. I'm a 57-year-old woman who's basically done every diet under the sun, who reads about it constantly. I'm an ex-nurse. I do know how to eat healthy, but I just can't implement it. Tell a lie. I can eat perfectly healthy. I'll eat 3 or 4 very nutritious meals a day, but I am addicted to crappy food and lots of it in between, and that's where the problem lies. Now, am I using it for comfort? Am I using it to help with anxiety and stress? I don't know. But that's, I think, what the therapy will help with, and that's what I've never done before. So I really, really think I'm going to be quite successful. I'm saying that, I'm going to be successful. I just want to be healthier. I just want to be healthier. Get to £199. I'm going to be happy with that. So I'm going to weigh in once a month, wearing the dress, do a twirl, and I'm hoping later on this year it fits me perfectly. Bye.